time and at all examination centers.
Mr. Sulemana also reviewed that CTVET has intensified measures to curb examination malpractice, monitoring system, and test realization.
As a commission, we remain fully committed to ensuring that the 2026 examinations are conducted in a credible, transparent, and fair and
authority in a strategic effort to convert assets seized from illegal mining activity. Authority in a strategic effort to convert assets seized from illegal mining activities into productive national resources. The equipment originally confiscated from illegal mining sites during enforcement operations have now been redirected to support Ghana's agricultural transformation agenda. The handover was made by the director of the operations at NIMOS, Colonel Dominic Bua, and received on behalf of the NSA by its Director General, Ms. Ruth De La Sedo, alongside her deputies at a brief ceremony. Ms. Sedo described the donation as a timely and significant measure, noting that the machines will support the authority's expanded farming initiative targeting 20,000 acres of maize and 10,000 acres of tomatoes. On the Agogo Traditional Council has officially informed the Council of State Secretariat of the past
traditional leadership and public service.
He's actually not an ordinary person. That is why we wait for 40 days. Because if it's just 1 week, look at the institutions that we need to invite, making appointments to the presidency, to other areas, all presidents. This cannot happen within a week like an ordinary person. So that is why we give ourselves 40 days. So that we put things in place and do it well.
Chairman of the Council of State, Right Honorable Edward Do Ajaho, described the late Agogo Mahene as a statesman who played a significant role in stabilizing the country during difficult periods of Ghana's political history. He also pledged the council's support to the traditional area and the bereaved family.
God willing, we'll all be there to support in our own small way.
U.S. President Donald Trump has arrived in China for his first visit in almost a decade ahead of high-stake talks with President Xi Jinping. Trade is expected to be high on the agenda. Friday, May 15. Now this brings us to the end of the WoezorTV report. Many thanks for staying with us. I am Karen. Now you go to.
When I saw his face slipping, I knew it was a stroke. I called an ambulance immediately to save the life we've built together.
The way her arm was hanging down wasn't right. I insisted to go straight to the hospital to save our mother and the family.
The way he was talking when the ambulance arrived alerted us. I rang ahead so the hospital staff were ready to save precious time in the future.
Missed out on the podium when it comes to the medal in the 100 men's meters, and it didn't go well. In fact, Ghana missed out on the gold medal. In fact, this is not what Ghana was expecting in that regard. Both finished outside the top three, with Joe Paul taking the 4th position while Saminu came 6th in the final. The two, it doesn't really look good. Let's look at the provisional medal list at the moment. Really look good. Let's look at the provisional medal list at the moment. So this is the table. We are somewhere 13th, but then we won't go into details because after this update, you will sit down to break it down what is really happening at the sports stadium, why Ghana is not putting up, the expected performance that we are looking out for, because we are the host nation. Of course, if not for anything, you should be up there, if not first, at least second. And so this is the provisional medal list. At the moment, Ghana is found somewhere down there, 13th position, because we are yet to win a gold medal in that regard. So Kenya up there with 3, South Africa with 2, Nigeria with 2, and Cameroon with 2, Liberia with 2 gold, Botswana, Cote d'Ivoire, Zimbabwe with 1-1, Lesotho in there. Champions League during a successful period as caretaker head coach. United intended to delay making the decision on appointing a successor to Ruben Amorim, who was sacked in January until the end of the season. However, Chief Executive Omar Barreda and Director of Football Jason Wilcox are thought to have concluded Carrick is the right man for the job and would tell Ratcliffe of their choice this week. And so if he accepts it, of their choice this week. And so if he accepts it, of course, and so that's the highlight of Man City's victory over.
Talk to someone.
Talk to someone. It's how things get better.
Okay, next one. Sit down. Look to camera.
This is what it looks like to be exceptional, to stand out from the crowd, to make history. But what if women didn't have to be exceptional?
Hey.
Your flight is ready to leave.
Sit back and relax and enjoy the flight.
morning. Welcome back from the quick break. You're still watching the WoezorTV Breakfast Cafe. This is the entertainment update. My name is Evergreen Asanto. Now, this morning I've got quite some stories for you. And finally, we've heard some good news coming in from the camp of the Black Star Experience. And yesterday, Adam Ogogadam was right here on Tune Talk with myself. So
I say it, my fans and people who love my music listen. And so I think one of the things we want to do is use Volta V as a song to drive a lot of tourism into the region, to also promote the amazing sites we have. Because when you do that, people go them, spend money, use their resources. It also has a way
art, and also on that same show he also reflected on his challenges that he faced in early days of his career, despite performing alongside John Legend and Luciano in 2007. And he said he initially believed the opportunity would transform his life, but financial difficulties persisted and he had to continue working hard in the studio while waiting for his breakthrough. The rapper says the experience taught him that success in music often requires patience, resilience, and consistent effort.
So when they told us we were going to open a show, because Hammer was supportive, but I wasn't getting shows because, of course, your songs are not big. So up until 2009 when we came out, Charlie, it was slow, it was crazy. So what I imagined will happen after the show.
Now, away from that, let's talk about the Black Star Experience. And the Secretariat has successfully launched Ghana Month in Ethiopia with a colorful tourism and cultural showcase at the Kufri 2 African Village. Now, the event brought together diplomats, tourism stakeholders, creatives, and business leaders to celebrate African culture and strengthen ties between Ghana and Ethiopia. Now, guest experience Ghanaian traditions through the kente weaving, local cuisine, chocolate tasting, fashion displays, and shea butter exhibitions. Now, organizers say that the initiative will deepen tourism and trade corporations while creating new opportunities for Ghanaian products and brands in the Ethiopian market. So a huge congratulations and kudos going out to all of us here in Ghana and beyond. These are some of the things that I always say that we're talking about movies. Netflix has also officially announced that season 2 of Blood Sisters will premiere worldwide on June 5th. Yes, you heard that right. And the suspense-filled series became one of Netflix Africa's most successful original productions, known for its themes of betrayal, family, conflict, hidden secret. Although plot details remain undisclosed, fans are expecting another season packed with twists and intense drama. So you heard that right. Finally, season 2 of the Blood Sisters is coming our way, and I personally can't wait. I am greatly anticipated, so hyped, and waiting with some chilled drink on my table, waiting to see what
embarrassed. Too embarrassed to speak to a loved one. Too embarrassed to speak to your doctor.
Too embarrassed. When in our lifetime, 1 in 4 black men will be diagnosed with prostate cancer. 1 in 12 black men will die.
If you're watching this with your friends, you'll probably make a joke.
Because you know what you feel on the inside isn't what you want people to know.
If you have to pretend to be happy,
find someone you trust and tell them.
If you get mad at things and you don't know why.
My name is Catherine Isinam-Gante, a physician assistant dental. Today, I would like us to talk about 5 tips to keeping good oral hygiene. The first one is brushing your teeth twice a day, your teeth, and it cleans better. The 4th thing you have to do your teeth and it cleans better. The 4th thing you have to do is avoid frequent intake of sugary food, such as fizzy drinks, sticky snacks, etc. And the last thing, sticky snacks, etc. And the last thing that I urge each and every one of us to adhere to is for regular checkup, visiting your dentist twice in a year or once in a year. I hope you have learned something new.
Athletics Championship. Lots of controversies. Athletics Championship. Lots of controversies, and that has caught the attention of the international media as well. But Godfred is here to tell us all of that, what he's gathered, and then what the LOC or the organizers are saying with regards to some of these challenges that we have seen so far. I don't know if we have some side. They are all complaining all those that the athletes run side. They are all complaining all those that the athletes run, and after, you know, normally we have a scoreboard or a board there for you to display who won. So you need not to check from anybody's phone. But now after the race, they go to check from the media, their camera lens, to see who actually won. How? And they don't even know the time they run. They will have to bring the time for them to know, okay, I did 11.8 seconds or so. It's a whole issue. The organization of this event has been poor. It's been poor because, look, athletes want to see real-time results. You understand? As I speak, it is difficult to even get the confirmed, medal list. As I speak today. So what you have is provisional. People are, and then they will keep updating.
Salah, pause it. I have an interest somewhere. I'm not losing out on the challenges. We'll come to it, but is that my country?
Yeah, that's
pull it up a little bit.
Do you know your colors, right?
It was the colors that caught my attention. Pull it up a little bit.
Yeah.
So that is Ghana.
Yeah.
With that's 13th position.
Yes.
0 what? Gold.
0 gold, 3
3 bronze, 0.
Yes, and even security fees to ensure that there's a stricter security. Then the media will not move, which is not so. The media will definitely.
What is the standard practice?
So the standard practice is
maybe I am paying attention to this for the first time.
There will be a dedicated media stand.
Yes.
Away from the fans or people that will come into so that distraction when it comes to noise and all those things, because the mic we use, especially the boom mic and all, it picks sounds, loud sound. Sometimes you want to do live reporting, it may distract. So we have a special place for the media, and it is not happening here. And even the space. Yes.
2 years ago or 3 years ago, did we have similar issue?
No. So you see, I mean, every competition has its own issues. Maybe the All African Games did not
over 50 countries.
Yes, but then the issues did not come up as quick as we are seeing this. Normally, in the beginning, you find some of these issues, but it being rectified as quick as possible. But this has members who were part of it, so they are not new to it. So I don't know what is the issue at the moment. He will be the best person to explain what's happening at the moment. That a lot of countries, when it comes to diets, where they will sleep. I mean, to the extent that
Charlie, look at this.
And all those things. Yeah.
Did you see that? I saw this,
votes,
and I thought it was just one. Then later in the evening, I chanced upon another video with a similar thing. Are these news to
do regular inspections? And because this, you will be training with it, you'll be rehearsing with it before you even take the main show. So it's sometimes difficult to find a break-in at the core of the event. You understand? So, like I said, there are a whole lot of controversy. International media are reporting negatively the crowd.
To be sincere with you, that cannot be an excuse.
Yes.
And again, I'll give you reasons.
The crowd.
To be sincere with you, that cannot be an excuse.
Yes.
And again, I'll give you reasons. The same person who is giving this explanation was part of the organizers for the All African Games.
So it's not new to
our CEO will always tell you that try, test, right? Test, double
below 18. And so
because I think UG is also on vacation.
Below 18. And so
because I think UG is also
below 18. And so
because I think UG is also on vacation.
So it's
on vacation.
So it's very difficult to even get 50% of the capacity of the stadium at this moment. And so this issue should not even be happening. Then it moves from internet to diet.
What's up with diet?
The food.
What's up with diet?
The food they are giving
who gives them the food?
They are giving
who gives them the food?
So ordinary, I don't know. For me, so ordinary, I don't know. For me, like I think the last time I had a conversation with you, and you were even suggesting that these athletes come with their
so usually what
with their
usually what I know is that even with footballers, the team brings to the whole city their own chef, their own kitchen.
But you can't carry food into this. I mean, for this competition, how are you going to?
No, it depends on what. So it depends on
unless
what you want to eat.
Special diet you want to,
and you know these are athletes.
Yes.
So they have special diets. But you see, I mean, cereals are.
They say they have special food to eat. They say they have special food to eat. That's why they are serving the special food to eat. That's why they are serving them breakfast, lunch, and even supper. And so it is their response. But then there are some people supper. And so it is their response. But then there are some people, especially the North Africans. They normally go into competition with their own food.
Yeah.
Yes, because they can't trust what goes into their body with. So you are supposed to trust what goes into their body with. So you are supposed to provide them. If it is not sufficient and they have enough to add, they will add it. If it is not sufficient and they have enough to add, they will add it. You understand? That's how sufficient and they have enough to add, they will add it. You understand? That's how it is. But as it stands now, the complaints are coming from where you not even expect it. To the extent that it moves to the washrooms.
Yeah, ahead of the washrooms too.
So I mean, the common mistake is, why would you even put the toiletry in the washroom? Give it to them. So if
itself
as it stands now, people are not even talking about the medal list.
Mm-hmm.
How many? As it stands now, people are not even talking about the medal list.
Mm-hmm.
How many medals Ghana has won? We are now talking about what is happening that other athletes are complaining about, and not just even the foreign athletes. Our own athletes, they are all complaining. I mean, how can you be running without knowing the timing and all those things? It's very bad.
But Godfred, again, when I watch sometimes some of these competitions, you have loads of cameras dotted around, picking shots from all angles. I don't know the number of cameras they are using
to host another
tournament
of this capacity. You understand? So it will be very. But then you shouldn't forget that we even have the under-20 AFCON coming up.
Yeah, I was going to talk about that. I was going to ask you about that, whether or not we. When did we win the bid for this?
That was last 2 years.
So we were fully aware that we were going to have a competition like this.
Yeah.
You recall that before the All-African Games, we had similar issues like this, where calls were even rife that we postpone. I think we even did.
Yes.
The year we had to host it,
I remember.
We had to postpone it to the following year or so, if my memory serves me right. Because we're not ready.
Yes.
Logistically, we were not ready.
You are right.
And even that, people do chop.
You are right.
Please, let me remind the special prosecutor and then the Attorney General on this. The All-African Games, what's up? The investigations that was done. The people wake up one morning, how far? What's the name of the guy? The former minister,
Mustafa.
Is it Mustafa?
Yes.
Yeah. Hey, Charlie, how we easily forget things when they are not. Yes. How far with that issue? The morning one, All-African Games morning. How far with it? But I'm saying that should have been the big standard, because I think we went to watch some of the games as well, and it was good. Like, it was a good outing for the country. It gave a good name to the country, hosting all those games, and then all athletes here in Ghana. So we could have built upon it. And I'm bringing in the example of Algeria. Now, you talk about sports in Africa and football precisely. The first point of call now is Algeria. Morocco,
North Africans.
Yes, but Morocco
is dominating.
Morocco precisely, because they've hosted quite a number of games,
and
recently
they are still hosting. CAF want them to host everything.
How are they doing it?
Because they've invested in infrastructure. Sports is about infrastructure. If you invest heavily in infrastructure, you attract investors, and Ghana is refusing to do that. Do you know how many years it took Ghana to complete the UG Sports Stadium? Starting from Kofoa down to...
I remember when we were kids, my uncle lives at where Stephen lives, right? I'm from. So moving from there to Accra Central going back. We were very young, I think 12, 13, 14 there. That was when the stadium was...
Yes.
When this thing go finish, it go finish now.
If not for all
the games.
We would have even, left it to the rots. That is the situation we face. If you fail to invest, go to a Sipon.
Yes.
Yes, go to Cape Coast as I speak to you, a gifted stadium. We can't even maintain it. So Morocco, they have succeeded in investing in infrastructure. You understand? They invested heavily in infrastructure, and not just Morocco. The North African countries. As I speak, if you call Egypt to host AFCON, they will. Because they have the infrastructure. Apart from South Africa, in the other part of Africa that have also invested heavily in infrastructure, the rest of Africa, West African countries, I don't know whether they don't know their profit in sports or what. They know, but they don't want to. They don't want to give it as, put it as a priority. Yes.
Okay. Let's get it clear. Let's push the conversation forward. The negatives are clear. We've seen the loopholes. I'm sure, like you mentioned, early days. So today is day 4, day 3.
Day 4.
Day 4. So how many days more? 2.
We are completing on the 17th.
And so today is
so you have 3 days to go.
What can be done? We'll talk about the games itself, like the performance of our athletes, because that's our interest anyway.
What can be done? Like I said, the president is on his way to a meeting. Maybe it's part of it that you come back with solutions to these issues.
Oh my God!
There should be solutions. You can't continue to apologize.
It's embarrassing.
It's embarrassing.
It's embarrassing.
And the way the international reporters are heavy on this, as if that they are even killing the athletes in this country. They should take it easy on us, okay? I mean, there are issues, but you should focus on the competition. Of course, these issues will psychologically affect the athletes, because even our own athletes, they were complaining, and it affected them heavily, and so it's part of it. But then going for, like you said, how do you solve it? Let's accept the issues that they are existing, they are there, and find solutions to it. So I pray that the meeting that he is going to engage in will come out that they are the results or the solutions for the issues that are, because tomorrow, God willing, definitely we speak to him on the show to find out what he's doing to actually solve these issues, because on the final day, I know that Ghanaians will move in there to watch it. When the number increases, what will happen to the internet connectivity and all that, because people want to give reports real time. You understand? The competition of social media is not making people work faster than it used to be. So when I get there and then I can send a story from there to my studio here at Abelempe, then it's something that we all cannot tolerate. And so they should work on it. These are issues that are bound to happen, because whenever you host, I mean, thousands of people, in fact, if I go to the washroom and somebody is occupying it, I'll be angry for forgetting that the capacity of the washrooms cannot serve all the people there at to go, and so I'll complain. But then, looking beyond the complaints, how do we also ensure that this becomes another historic event for Ghana? Look at the grass of the UG Sports Stadium. It's not even encouraging. We need to do more as a country when it comes to sport, because it puts our name there. As I speak, Ghana's name is being tarnished out there for this event. Understand? So it shows that as a country, we should have interest in every little competition that involves international community. We shouldn't downplay it. We shouldn't overlook it. If it is financing, they should provide it. And the funny thing is, when you speak to the authorities, they are unable to tell us what exactly the problem is. They want to even shut you down. They don't want you to even talk more about it. And that is the issue. If it is financing, let us know. Okay, we didn't receive money on time. Let us know what the problem is, so that we can also push your agenda. But if you cover up issues and try to fight it behind closed doors and all those things, it will come back to haunt you.
Hold on, I am reading something from Gary's
Al Smith.
Yeah, Gary Al Smith wall on Facebook, and I just got a line. He says that last year's budget didn't allocate, so he added a dollar sign for the games. So why are we hosting? Who forced us?
Last year's budget did not.
So which budget are we using for this program, for this event? Do you get it? Definitely there should be some sort of budget.
Okay, then the minister will have to answer this question.
Or when we host, it is not the host nation that pumps in money. Is it the athletics, whatever?
Yes, there should be money from the
host.
The host will contribute. So that's why he's saying there's no budget for it, because when it comes to logistical provisions and all those things, the host will have to make it available, like you said. Like we hosted the All African Games, the buses, the branding and all those things, we took care of it. Even though the Mother Federation will provide, but then you'll also have to fulfill something to it. So if there is no budget for it, then it means that the minister will have questions to answer. How did you raise money? Of course, we saw the association's president moving around the country. For that one, I would say he did a yeoman's job. He got a lot of sponsorship deals. You understand? A lot of package came on board to sponsor media partners. He was here 247 at the WoezorTV. I mean, we brought him on the arena, so media coverage and all those things. We saw them. We saw all the reports. We followed him throughout when he was looking for sponsorship and all those things. So, I mean, ordinarily, bunch of the money may not come from the government, because they also, sought for sponsorship, and they got them. If you go to the stadium, you see all the stands in there. These are all sponsors that provided to making this event come off. And so yes, even though if there wasn't a budget, it means that locally they are financing themselves.
Yeah. I want to suspect, and I want to believe that.
And that will also contribute to what we are seeing.
Yeah, because I understand even that due to technical logistics, the women poll vote was cancelled. Yeah.
That means they don't have what?
No, they don't have the logistics for that competition. Just terrible. And I understand that Botswana also, they almost won the bid or so.
Yes.
But we still went ahead to say, we go do one, we go do one, we go do one.
And the commentaries I'm watching online, people are saying that Botswana should come in to save the image of Africa in next two years, 2028. They want them to host because they have done it with the relays, and so they want Botswana to host the 2028 edition. And so it means that people are getting, they are losing interest in Ghana already, hosting such events. If you were not ready, and the president kept saying Ghana is, things are getting out of hands, but then it's not too late. Well, if you come together at this time, I want to see the support of the sports minister. It shouldn't be only the athletics association fighting this. You should step in, provide us some details, try to give your support. It shouldn't always be like you showing up at the opening ceremony and then you sit back. Let's see the ministry, because this falls under your jurisdiction as a minister. So please step in. Let's come together as a country to redeem our image, because if it goes out there, it's not only about Bawa Fuseni, it's about Ghana. So we need all hands on deck. The reportage, the issues. You don't go to the as even though they exist, they will look at how we report to also redeem ourselves as a country, because after this there will be more years for Ghana to bid for other competitions, which we will have to also look into that. And so like I said, the ministry must come on board. Let's support them. Whatever it is, there should be a solution to it.
Okay. Maybe we'll take a lot of lessons from this, because the picture out there is not good.
It's
for
not good
Ghana
at all.
As well. Most especially when the under 20 tournaments will come. When which year?
This year.
This year.
Next year. We are in 2026, right?
Yeah.
So next year, 2027.
Okay.
So you use that as commemorating our 70th. That would be huge.
Okay.
It will be 70 years as a country.
Yeah.
Hosting under 20 AFCON.
Fortunately, I think it's just a one-off tournament. Not variety. Like what we are seeing.
No, that's football.
Yes, so I'm just saying. Yeah. So it's just a football tournament. Yeah. So the pressure might not necessarily be huge.
When it comes to football, you see, you know how to host it. That's why we call ourselves football nations. Our focus has always been on football, so probably for that side you will do well.
Let's wrap up with the performance so far. Are we doing well?
Not doing well at all. Like you saw.
Oh, how?
You saw the medal.
But we saw that lady. Why I've forgotten her name. The one.
That's the Heat. The Heat that doesn't win medal. The qualification stage there doesn't win. That's why our
Charlie, bring back the medal table. Let's see.
Two front men and
Joe Paul and what's that? Joe Paul didn't qualify.
They qualified to the final, but they did not win any medal. They placed fourth in the finals of the 100 meters.
Oh, so
that's the medal. Yeah, so
Charlie, take it to the top. Let's see the country leading. To the point that Gambia, Accra, we no get goal. No, but it depends on the.
Kenya has 3.
Yes, no doubt.
Nigeria has 2.
Okay.
South Africa has 2 gold. Cameroon has 2. Liberia has 2,
Yeah.
Botswana has 1, Cote d'Ivoire has 1, Zimbabwe has 1, Lesotho 1, South Africa has 1 gold, Ethiopia has 1, Morocco has 1, Ghana has 0. So from Ghana downwards.
Godfrey, hold on. Charlie, we can't take the trophy from Nigeria.
No.
Because they have 2, golds,
and
1 bronze, and 1 silver. So they have like 4 medals already. And we have just 1.
We have 3 silver.
3 silver. Oh.
But it's not up to.
We are not in competition.
Yeah.
What the low performance?
Well, when it comes to athletics, Ghana cannot match Kenya.
No, not at all.
Not at all. Yes. And so we are just
especially with the long distance
and all those, and even the field events when it comes to the short puts and the pole vault and all those things, they dominate us. And so our hope was in the 100 meters, especially the men, and that did not even happen. We placed, yes, it did not happen, 4th and 6th. So Paul Amo and then Rashid, our main man, got injury and then did it. But then these are boys that have been they competed.
Who is the main man?
What's this guy's name? Remind me. The guy that got the injury last minute. There are 3. Okay. So you have Joe Paul, you have Saminu, and then
I don't know.
Yeah, the last
remembers should tell us. Okay. Whoever remembers.
How can I forget this? Azamati.
Selassie's brother.
I always call Selassie Azamati. So
but Joe Paul was, we saw Joe Paul in 2023. Oh.
Yes. They
why we have an interest in we had a colleague back then whose friend is Joe Paul. So we actually went to the stadium because of Paul.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's great. Yeah. So these 2 could not give us. We saw them at the Olympics. So you thought that coming down here, they are bringing it. But then they started even complaining before the tournament started.
Godfrey, can we look inward? And I have always been calling for this. I remember when we were in high school, a lot of us joined the school team, sports team, because of the viable opportunities. So people tend to get scholarships to universities. People get opportunity to get into the security services. So it was more like a basket, a hub for unearthing talents.
Yeah.
Why are we not training these talents? Why are we not harnessing and ensuring that they improve? So you go to basic schools, for instance, the junior high school, inter schools, even at the zonal level or the regional level, you tap some of these guys from there, nurture them, train them and prepare them for this tournament. What I have noticed is that sometimes we wait till it gets to this tournament, then we are looking for the guys who are already in Abrochi, the guys who are already in America, the guys who are already in UK, doing their own
yeah.
Then we go and bring them to come and represent us. I'm not saying it is wrong, but I'm saying that can we look at it from a different angle? So I am happy about the small girl coming in as well. It is a good start for us.
Yeah.
Maybe we can look at it from that angle. I don't know what you think about it.
You are right. We need to, like all aspects, all disciplines of our sports, we need to, groom them from the scratch, right? From the basics, the grassroots. That is what we fail to do. But then when it comes to athletics, I view it differently. It's not even like football. You have clubs that you can say, okay, after the school games, let's put Jonas in academy. And monitor them. You don't have such for the athletes. So after the games, they go back to wherever they are. They will train personally unless they have money to assign a coach to them.
But when you go to every district or municipality, we have NSA dotted around.
You are right.
And the NSA has all these associations under the sports ministry, dotted around this district. And they have trainers, they have coaches. Honestly, if you can do your search, all these disciplines have their coaches based in the districts or the regions. Okay, what do they do? We can talk about resources. We can talk about the financial, because I remember one guy, Frank, we call himself Frank. I mean, he's been speaking to me about some of these things some time back. So I know for a fact that they do. But resources is a challenge. But beyond that, what do they do? Do they seek for sponsorship from corporate Ghana for such a thing? The banks that are all over the districts. So locally, can you approach any of these people to sponsor?
Yes, it looks attractive and beautiful when to package the brand, maybe the personality Randy, for a bank to sponsor a coach to be assigned to you is very difficult. So like you rightfully said, that what do they do? What are they doing at the local level? Because you see a young athlete, 12, 13, 14, springing up from school games, and after the games, we barely hear of them, and that is the issue. So what do they do at the grassroots level? They should pick them up, train them. But you see, it's not easy, Randy, to feed somebody, to train somebody for years, because when it comes to athletics, you barely get competitions to compete. Unlike boxing, you can fix a match with somebody to test your powers. It's not like that. So normally you see festivals, maybe Kita or they organizing the what do you call it?
The marathon,
and they will participate. Sometimes you see William and Ponsa flying all the way from UK just to come and participate in Winnipeg a marathon, because there is no active competition there for you to test yourself. You keep running for years without any competition, you give up. You understand? So when unless you become so conscious that you'll be organizing regional games, district games, maybe every 2 weeks, every month, for these athletes, for them to be, active. If not, after these games, you see that most of them will go back to them at Gusa. So after this, you see most of them joining various universities from Gusa, because they can't sit idle. They will have to do something, and that's the problem we have in this country. If you go to the outside world, the UK, and they have almost every month they have competitions there,
and it's not football.
It's not football. They have, marathons. They are participating. From France, they'll move to England. They'll move to this. They will move to that. So they are always active. So when they come down, you see the competitiveness in them. That's why sometimes you want to rely on them. Not just athletics. When it comes to swimming, you can have a whole team, not even a single one from our country here. They're all Ghanaians, but they're all
based in
Abuchi, like you said, because they have active competitions
up there
to keep them fit.
Okay, that makes sense. Charlie, thank you.
Randy.
We'll be there this afternoon to support them, no matter what. We still believe that we can do better. Godfrey, thank you. There's another conversation we should be having, but hopefully maybe next week. How many days more to the World Cup?
Let me do my calculation. Today is 14th, right? We are starting.
It's actually based on or it's surrounded the plans to send fans to the tournament. Some say, Charlie.
Reports are that.
And I think I listened to Honorable Edem Agbana. He shared his view as an individual. Some people also tend to accept him, agree to what he's saying. We need money to do a few things in the country. Spending money again on sending troops to America and America, Mexico, and Canada to support us.
But the president has said that the state will not sponsor anybody.
So that is clear.
That's why. So that one there, it's clear.
Okay.
So unless you engage in this.
Okay. Yeah. So you can do that. *899# and then
we have 28 days.
28 days more.
Yes, 28 days.
Yeah. We were counting from 100. Now it is 28 days. Okay. 28 days more to go. Godfrey, thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you so much for joining. Viewers, we'll take a breather. When we return, now comes your way with another important conversation. There seem to be some chaos happening around Makola and its environs. Some demolition exercise took place in the last days. The market women are not happy. The government still insists they have to do the right thing. What exactly is the issue? Let's find out. Now comes your way with that in a jiffy.
Your flight is ready to leave.
Sit back and relax and enjoy the flight.
Only a father can understand. Only a husband can understand. Only a man can understand. Prostate cancer. It's about more than fear of cancer. It's about fear of sexual function. That's why more men turn to Jackson South for robotic surgery than anywhere else in South Florida. Get the facts at jacksonprostatefacts.org. Miracles made daily.
with Makola, now the traders are being evicted for a better edifice we put up for them. They are talking a lot. A lot is going on. When you check X like this, it's not funny at all. The videos that are popping up doesn't look so good. But we cannot take just the traders' side of the story as the whole thing.
Let me state that as a city, as you are aware, a lot more is happening since Mayor Honorable Michael Papalote took office a year ago to ensure that traders who are selling on or at authorized places are all moved into better trading areas. So as a city, we have some low-rise commercial buildings within the central business district, and as part of made them aware of plans of the assembly to develop the market, they brought, to mitigate the resistance. Participation engagement is very, very key. And Mayor Honorable Michael Pakwaluti believes in engaging the people, to engage the traders, invited them back to have discussions, and measures have been put in place to ensure that the issues are dealt with. Currently, if you listen to the traders, their concerns city to the extent that a lot more of these low-rise buildings, we redevelop them to be able to accommodate more of the traders. And on that angle, I can tell you on authority that the Slaga market, for instance, is taking shape. It's about 90% completed, and very soon it's going to be commissioned. We are going to move more of the traders into these particular, aside even market facilities. A lot more of construction is happening in the city center. Recently, for instance, if you know of the Obewiku chips compound, currently as I speak now, measures have been put in place to ensure that it's upgraded into a clinic. It has been, contractor is on site as I speak to you now, and work is currently ongoing. So we want to assure the people, the traders, that they should have faith in government, and with whatever policies they particular market within the same area, looking at ensuring that we reintegrate them into them. Aside reintegrating them, even when the facility is completed, as I speak to you, data has been collected. They know where they all are, and when it is completed, they have the first hand constructed. We are also going to receive our share, and areas have been demarcated already. We are looking at the Agbobrushi enclave. Very soon, we'll have the contractor moving on site to begin construction, and we are hopeful that with these markets, coupled with Slaga markets, a Tuesday market, and other markets that the government is looking at redeveloping, it will go a long way to accommodate more of these traders we find on areas where they are not supposed to ply their trade. The market, so that they are able to ply their trade. And let me even chip in this particular issue briefly. Issues of food is quite high in the city, and these markets that are going to be reconstructed, they're developed. Now, if you come to the Kwasiajaso market itself, there are some 2 sheds we've redeveloped there. We will have other sheds we are looking at redeveloping within the Kwasiajaso market as well. But for the Slaga market, currently we don't have any trader there, but the contractor is on site, and very soon work will be completed for the traders who already were there before they were moved to other areas. We'll move them back into those areas, and other traders in the city would also have some spaces within the market as well. So currently, these are the areas. But aside markets, just as I said, a lot more of developmental projects is currently ongoing. Mayor of Accra has cut short for some construction of recently we saw some 3-unit 3-story classroom block for the people of Okakwe South. That is happening. If you look at the market, some of the schools within Ablekuma South, Ashedu Keteke, we're also looking at constructing some boreholes and water treatment facilities to ensure that sanitation is improved in there. So aside the market, generally there are some other developmental projects that are happening. And yesterday, for instance, was the 1 year in office of the Mayor, Honorable Michael Kpakpalute. He used that day to move into the markets, to interact with the traders, get their concerns, and also let them understand the need to honor their toes to the assembly to propel development in the city.
Okay. Gilbert, thank you very much for making time to speak with us.
Thank you very much for having me.
And so that was Gilbert Ni Ankra. He is the head of public affairs at the Accra Metropolitan Assembly. And I think he's done some justice to the conversation at hand.
In recent times, have we not seen our students in our senior high schools and junior high schools behaving in the same manner that these women are behaving? If we say today that it is their children that are behaving that way in the schools,
I won't be surprised.
and it is the parents of those children that are behaving that way in the market, will anybody be surprised?
No.
Nobody would be surprised. And that is the kind of society that we are building or we are developing. A society where people think that, you know, development should not take place because it inconveniences them. And because of their selfish or parochial interests, everybody else should suffer.
Yeah.
And that we must not grow and that we must not elevate and that we must not develop because somebody feels that that development that is going to take place would affect their personal interests. But why can't we always be long-term in our thinking and in our reasoning?
Yeah.
That this redevelopment that is about to be done in the market for you, it is a redevelopment for you. So that when it's built properly, you can have a better place to trade.
Yeah.
I hope you get to my point. How difficult is this for people to understand? Now, in any case, even if they were not initially engaged by the assembly, and I'm saying that very carefully, that in any case, even if they were not initially engaged by the assembly, is this the right approach to have used?
No.
Obviously not. And so even if you woke up one day and the assembly came to, you know, cordon out that place with roofing sheets and wood and what have you, and you had concerns, all you needed to do, because you have a leadership in the market,
Yeah, they do.
was to have mobilized yourself, petition your leadership, and get your leadership to go and petition the assembly.
Yeah.
But you get up and you take the law into your own hands. This is destruction to state property, and anybody can go to jail for this. And so we must make people understand that you cannot just get up and take the law into your own hands. You must follow laid down procedure. At least we are fortunate enough today to have a government that is a listening one, that anybody at all, any Tom, Dick and Harry can get up, write a petition and head straight to the presidency, march to the presidency and have a listening ear and get that petition received and even get it acted upon. So why would we behave in such a manner? You see, I don't want to believe that, and you had the PR make it, stated it clearly that they were engaged, that they knew that this was going to happen. And so are they happy where they are trading? Are they happy where they sit? I mean, sometimes sometimes let's think about the country and how we can make the country beautiful. It's not every day the usual, thing. And you see, what annoys me in all of these is that we try to politicize it.
Oh, exactly. They will.
And say, about one restaurant. I mean, you see, and if our politicians continue to, as it were, I'm trying to find the right word. If they continue to condone these things, if they continue to allow these things to persist, then we cannot develop.
Yeah.
Then we will still be at the same point. Because Yamame feels that the market should not be redeveloped, because when it's redeveloped,
But Karim,
yes,
when Party A was doing it, Party B was the one comforting.
That is what I'm saying.
So when Party B comes and they do the same thing, The traders have the guts to say these things.
That's why I'm saying that the over politicization of these things is the reason why.
So we blame the politicians.
So
what promises have you given them? What alternatives have you given them?
That's why I'm making a point that the over politicization of these things and so many other things in our country is the reason why we suffer. And so the politicians at some point would have to come together.
Imagine, but we spoke about this decongestion
and say, hey, look, collectively we must agree. See, when the two political parties agree, the people will have no reason than to abide. But because of our, political and partisan interests, and I say it every day that it's too stinking the kind of politics we do in this country. You see, we are all politicians, but there are times that we must do politics of conviction and politics of principles, and politics that puts the interests of the people above winning an elections. Do the work for the people to be happy, but let the people understand that you must sacrifice something to get something. It cannot be every day the usual NDC MPP, and NDC says this, and MPP says that, and NDC says this, and MPP says that. The point is that what really do the people want? That should be our interest. It's about the people. It is the people who vote for us to come and represent them. So what must we do for the people to benefit in the long term and not in the short term? But because MPP wants political power, when NDC is doing the right thing that would benefit the people in the long term, the MPP makes fun of it and finds all kinds of excuses and finds a way to capitalize on it, find political capital from it. When the NDC gets the opportunity, they do the same. We cannot develop a country like that. There are times where we must put our partisan differences aside and look at what we can do to develop this country for the generations yet to come. As a young person, it hurts me when I see a lot of these things happening. Because if not for anything, I have traveled and I have seen things, even within Africa. The kind of development that's happening in other parts of the African continent. And then Ghana, the gateway to Africa. We say that we lead the way. We gained independence first. Everything we say Ghana. And we are still here living on past the glories. When our reality does not reflect the true gateway that we are. 69 years after independence. We must bow our heads in shame. You must be disappointed. Charlie, it's okay.
Let's take a look at the video of this woman. And we'll come back.
Bomo e ka tuewo ka ka na bi e pa ko nse ni ntane pa ko mi nkwen na bi bi e ni nkwen bi fe ye na medala awowo ka fe lo le ka je rollins back ke ba meyo e ma je me na kan no asako o ka mo o akomo kan le si o ko ba sa o sako ma ba na gbe no bo ba gba wona ye bi e ma bo ba gba wona ye bi e mi ni wo fe bo yan fo abi di wo ni wo so mo sin ye bi e bi e ni wo npa wona bi lolo Eta la suesi alo mini. Eta boni ntasi ne la suesi alo mini. Ke ye hale anene le ake inka mami e inyanyo ni nka le fe oni e mokola na ka kwele. Dani mene se ne se. No we ka ba suwe wo gidi. Ka ba foloko wo ba kumu. Ka ba foloko wo ba kumu. Ka ba foloko bone na mi tasi ne ni mba e wale ni. Ima kumu. Koni ke ngbesi ni ngbu eni ma ya.
What you want to hear? What are you doing? And one year with me. Yeah, but Juma. Yeah, but maybe 3 days. And man. Yeah, to I didn't hear the dress what I think they were. Oh, my baby, I have. Oh, my ya baby ya ko. Ya dia so be bubo ya ti ase. Onten no ama ya baby, wa ama ya baby, ama ya mmele. Bi abe ase bi ni baby nya Mankogu. Yes, I'm no. Ya ni aba impression. Ya panachao. Mayor. Yes, Lano. Vice President, who you aba? Nana. Nana umewo. Nana jeba yewu. Nana sorry. Na umewu. Makola fo. Ya ni o. Makola fo ma ya ni.
Ya ni o. And it's a level of emotional blackmail for me. Like.
Charlie. Let's donate to Mahama Cares and go home.
At this point, see, it's
okay.
We'll
die and they'll bury us.
Honestly, but again, if they are saying your mom, baby, I think that's something we should do.
But you heard the PR say they have created shirts for them that can house over 500 people.
See, you people will be going.
So what are you telling me?
They should put signages there. Dear customer, move to.
Dear customer, star 255 hash. Let's donate to Mahama Cares
and go, okay.
Star 255 hash. Let's donate to Mahama Cares before we go home. If you are watching us this morning, please pick your mobile phone. Star 255 hash on all networks. Let us support the Ghana Medical Trust Fund. Star 255 hash. Obian funny phone. Then donate Emma Mahama